Okay, so a very common question I've been getting for quite a while now is what cases are the best to invest to? Like, how do you invest into cases in a way where you can make some quick, easy profit? Now, as anyone who's familiar with CSGO items knows, prices are constantly going up and down and just always changing. That means investments within cases or any items in CSGO are constantly changing. They don't always stay the same. There's always a new one, and there's always ones that were good in the past that just aren't good anymore. In this video though, I want to talk about multiple of the things that you guys need to consider when investing into cases. Basically, this video is going to kind of help you guys think about which cases would be the best to invest into no matter what kind of time period you're in, no matter what the prices are. With that said though, let's get right into it. Now, I just want to throw this little disclaimer into the video at the start. This video is mainly going to focus on investing into cases alone, so I'm only going to be talking about cases and rarity and price points within cases specifically. If you guys like this video enough, let me know in the comments below or simply just with the like button, and I'll definitely do a video like this for maybe other items in CSGO. With all that said though, where do you start when looking for cases to invest into with CSGO? There's a couple of general things you want to think about, so I'm going to talk about those first. When you're trying to find the best case to invest into, there's a lot you need to consider before making a decision. The first thing is whether that case is still being dropped or not in game. Basically, there's a case drop pool within CSGO for all Prime players that can earn XP. Every time you earn XP and level up in CSGO, you get an item drop provided your account is a Prime account. From those item drops though, you have a very good chance at getting a case. Which case you get depends on the current case pool that's available, meaning the cases that are currently in the game. Every time a new case is added into the game, an old case is taken out of the case pool, meaning that case is not possible to get anymore. Same thing goes for operation cases. Every time a new operation is released, we get a new case with that operation, but as soon as the operation is over, you can't get that case anymore. In simple terms, I basically call this CSGO or Valve discontinuing a case, and when a case is discontinued, meaning you can't get it anymore, its value is immediately gonna go up. Ideally, when you're looking at investing into cases, you want to find cases that are about to be discontinued or have just been discontinued. If you can find a case that fits within this category, a lot of the time you can buy it when it's still cheap, hold on to it for maybe 6 months to a year, if not longer, and it's almost guaranteed that its price is going to double or triple in value. Because of the importance of this, I'm going to label this as the #1 most important thing I like to consider before I pick a case to invest into. The next thing that I consider when looking at cases to invest into is the quantity that there is available on the market right now. Basically, how much of the case is available. Even if a case has been discontinued, if there's too many of that case on the market, if the market's been flooded with them, then a lot of the times they're just not good investments for the short term. It doesn't mean they're bad investments for the long term, but it definitely doesn't mean they're good for the short term. Just to give you guys an example here, I'll use the Operation Riptide case for this. Say once the operation ends, there's 200,000 of these available on the Steam community market alone. Even though the case was just discontinued because the operation ended, this investment is almost going to be a guaranteed long-term investment because there's just too many of them available. This is another very important thing to consider when you are investing into cases, is just how many there are. If there's too many on the market, if there's just too many available, the value is going to take too long to ever increase. Like I said, it doesn't mean that they're a bad investment, it just means that they're going to be a guaranteed long-term investment, which a lot of people don't really want or don't look for. Definitely though, just another really important thing to consider when investing into cases. The next thing I want to talk about is the specific skins that are in the cases you're looking at investing. Say after following the first two factors I just talked about in this video, you find a case that you really think is a smart one to invest into, but now you take a look at the skins inside that case and think, oh, these skins are very meh, or oh, they're really, really good. That's the next really important thing to think about. Basically, are the skins in the case that you're considering investing into, are they good? Are they well liked in the community? Do people really like these skins? Ideally, the more skins that are well liked in the community in a case are going to cause that case to stay higher in value. And I'm not just talking about the blue, purple, pink, and red tier skins that are in the case, I'm also talking about the knife or glove skins that could be in the case for the rare special item. Same thing goes for these items as well. If the gloves or knives in a case aren't very well liked, then most likely that case is not going to be the best investment because not a lot of people are going to be looking to buy it. Now with this, sometimes you just have to take a chance and buy a case that might not have as many well-liked skins compared to not liked skins, and sometimes this just straight up does not matter nearly as much as the other two factors again that I talked about in the earlier part of this video. This though all around is just something really important to consider. It's not the most important thing, but I would definitely keep it in mind. All in all though, I would say those are the three biggest general points to look at when trying to find a case to invest into. Now, obviously, there's more things you can think about as well, and I just want to talk about a few of those things too. One thing you can consider when investing into cases, and this can very well depend on when you're investing, this isn't something you're always going to be worrying about, and that is specifically what the rare special items are in the case you're investing into. As you guys know, when Valve releases new knives or gloves into the game, they have a habit of often repeating those same items within multiple cases. If Valve was to release a new set of knives right now in a brand new case just added into the game, there would be a ton of hype around that case because those knives would be brand new, which also are going to end up making the case more expensive. Now, because of this, a lot of people might think this case could be a very good investment because these are brand new knife skins that no one has. The thing with this though is that it's almost guaranteed that CSGO is going to add these knives to another case, making the one that you potentially might be investing into right now worth way less in the future. For this reason, the idea of staying away from newer cases or the newest cases is probably a general rule that a lot of people are going to want to stick with, specifically for this reason. Now, obviously, you can still take a chance or risks with this, but it's something important to think about within the specific skins of a case. Another important smaller factor to think about when investing into cases is hype around that specific case. If for some reason there's a sudden amount of hype around one specific case, a lot of people might think, oh, this case is going to go crazy in value. It's going to be a great idea to invest into it right now. Hype that just randomly appears often disappears really fast, as a lot of people see in the stock market and especially the crypto market right now. CSGO skins can sometimes do the exact same thing where they spike in price like crazy and suddenly crash. If a skin randomly spikes in price or if a case randomly spikes in price, 99.9% of the time, do not invest into those items. You don't even want to consider them because they're just going to straight up crash again. This is definitely another very important thing to look at, and it kind of just goes into the general point of making sure you look at the price trends of the case or the item that you're investing into, just to make sure it doesn't fall into a category like this. All in all though, these are some of the most important things I think about when investing into cases with CSGO, and all of these points are great generalization points for investing into any case or even a lot of items into CSGO. Whether you're investing a small or a large amount of money, all of these points are points you really want to consider, so hopefully all of you guys are making it this far into the video and listening all the way through if you're investing yourself. Of course too, there's probably some points that I did miss or forgot to mention in this video, so feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to read and respond to as many of you guys as I can, and yeah. With all that said though, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If it did help you out, don't forget to smash that like button and of course subscribe if you are new. And with all that said, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.